Hello to everyone and welcome in this new video of Delta Charlie Delta. As you can see, today we are on a new aircraft, so not the normal Cessna 172, but today we are on a Piper PA28-180 Foxtrot Golf Tango Echo Zulu. I am not alone, I am with a flight instructor because I want to start flying also in this aircraft. As you probably know, when you are a pilot, you always need, before flying a new plane, you need to do some hour flying with an instructor to learn the difference between the old plane and the new one. I was expecting this to be quite easy because obviously hold the plane, fly basically in the same way, the same principle. So I was not expecting this to be difficult. But really was not so easy as I was thinking. So this is already my second flight. In the first one I did some just some maneuvers like some steep turns, stalls and so on. Then we did some circuits. And so I was very proud of me, but I already started to feel that I was not so comfortable with this plane as I was with the Cessna. So today we will do other circuit. This new plane is bigger than the Cessna. It's still for places, but it's quite bigger, it's heavier, but it can also has a more important useful load, so you can carry more weight. So it means that with the same passenger you can load more fuel, it's a bit more powerful, and it's definitely better equipped. This is instrumental certified, so it's EFR certified plane. This means that it can fly also without visibility, even if of course for the moment I am not habilitated to instrumental flying, so I cannot use still these features, but well, it's good to know. Now as you can see, I'm doing the starting of the engine, so you pump a bit of fuel in the engine and now we start. In Strasbourg airport they request to ask for startup before actually starting the engine. Normally in most of the airport you don't have as a VFR traffic to ask startup, but here in Strasbourg they just put an notam saying that we need to ask for startup clearance before actually starting the engine. So I already asked the controller the startup, and now I will contact them to ask for the taxi. Today is a very beautiful day, there is not particularly wind, so the wind is quite calm, so I hope it will be a perfect day for a perfect fly.
Salon ground, Fox Tango Echo Zulu, ready for taxi. Echo Zulu taxi holding point 05, and when ready, contact tower 119.250. Holding point with 05, when ready 119.250, Fox Echo Zulu.
Okay, so we have been cleared for taxi for holding point hotel runway 05. As you will hear in some minutes, today the communication with the controller have been a bit difficult, more difficult than usual, but just hear what I'm saying.
Strasbourg Tower Fox Echo Zulu, good morning, holding point hotel ready for departure.
Echo Zulu Tower, hello, maintain holding point 05, stroke 6101, reporting side of DR 400 on short final runway 05.
Echo Zulu 6101, all position, we are in sight of the aircraft final.
Fox Echo Zulu. Fox Golf Tango Echo Zulu Tower.
Fox Echo Zulu, maintain position, holding point hotel with the traffic in sight, transponder 6101.
Transponder 6101.
6101.
Fox Echo Zulu, Squawk 6101.
6101, Fox Echo Zulu.
Echo Zulu, correct, from Hotel Land up runway 05 and wait.
And up and wait, Fox Echo Zulu.
Fox Echo Zulu.
Maybe we have a problem with pilot pitch, so we are in instruction and lining up runway 05 and waiting, Fox Echo Zulu.
So apparently we had a bit problem with the microphone, but strangely then it started to work again.
Echo Zulu for radio test.
Fox Echo Zulu 5.
Thanks, Echo Zulu.
Fox Echo Zulu, confirm intentions, it's training pattern.
Training pattern, Echo Zulu.
Roger, I'll call you back for departure in about 1 minute.
Okay, so now we are aligned with the runway and we are ready for takeoff.
Zulu clear for takeoff runway 05, wind 23 over the wind 8 knots, expect left hand second.
Clear for takeoff runway 05 and left after Echo Zulu. Now we'll go left. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now we have our clearance and we can start full power and let's go.
Okay, speed is alive. Engine okay.
As you can notice during the takeoff run, you always check your instrument. So, for example, the speed and the instrument, the engine instruments. So today we will do some traffic pattern so that I can do some exercise. I can have a better feeling of the aircraft. As you can see, I just asked the instructor to cover the artificial horizon, and this is because in the last flight I had the feeling that I was looking more at the artificial horizon than outside. And obviously when you fly with a new plane, it's extremely important that you can just focus on what is outside. You fly the plane watching at your attitude. You look at your attitude. So if the nose is down, if it's up, and so on. This is extremely important because just looking outside, you can fly more quietly and in a more precise way. So in the previous flight I was more looking at the instrument, and so everything was not going so good. Now we are on final and let's see the first landing. Okay, and let's go again. So this first landing was not bad. I did a quite good circuit. Also the plan of descent was quite good, was very nice. Unfortunately, just the last part was not perfect because I reduced the power for the landing flare just a bit too early. So as you have noticed, you have heard the stall warning. It's normal because when you land, you always try to land at the minimum possible speed. So it's correct that you have the stall warning, but normally it should be just a beep and then land, while this time was a bit longer. Unfortunately, the second traffic pattern was not so good. I had some problem in keeping the plane all the time in the good descending plane, I was always a bit too high, then a bit too slow, then a bit too fast, then a bit too down, and so on, too low. So yes, was not perfect, and also the other landings were, I mean, the landings were good, but again, the plan of descent was not perfect. I am still working on the way in which I see my descent plane with this aircraft. So I think that for today we will finish here. The other circuit patterns are quite boring. So thank you very much. We see in the next video, hoping that my landing and my circuit will be perfect. Bye bye.